Hello everybody and welcome to the East Shore Wiffle Ball League. The matchup that you're about to see is between the Hershey Slimes and the Freedom. Before we begin, let's take a look at the rosters. For the Hershey Slimes, we have Captain Jonathan Rivera, Kyle Bauer, Grayson White, Devin Mercado, and Jordan Swank. In attendance for the Slimes is going to be Bauer, Grayson, and Mercado. For the Freedom, we have Captain Hunter Crawford, Jarrett Shuey, Trevor Hoke, Jesse Clark, Anthony Dumez, and Ron Hoffman. Everybody from the Freedom will be in attendance except for Ron Hoffman. Both of these teams are looking to be the #1 seed or the top team in the standings, as we do have 4 teams. So I think we're going to have a very interesting matchup. Let's get right into it.
All right, leading off here in the top of the first of game 1 is Grayson White as he's facing off against Jesse Clark. And the first pitch he watches is a strike. The next pitch we see is a ground ball over the right side. Jesse gets there, flips it to Jarrett Shuey at first, but they're not going to get the out. Man on first. Kyle Bauer up to the plate as he watches ball 4, and now we have a man on first and second. Devin Mercado up to the plate as he hits it. Crawford able to catch it in center field for the first out of the inning. White now up as he hits a ground ball up the middle. Jarrett Shuey's going to grab it, flips it to Crawford at second. They're going to get that second out, but Kyle Bauer, being very aggressive, scores as now the score is 1-0. Kyle Bauer up here with 2 outs as he watches strike 3, and that's the end of the top of the first. On to the bottom of the first we go as we have a 1-0 score. The Slimes taking an early lead. And now Jarrett Shuey leading off as he swings and misses for strike 3, as that's the first out here. Hunter Crawford up to the plate as he foul tips it into the zone, and that's going to be 2 straight strikeouts for Kyle Bauer to start the bottom of the first. Anthony Dumez line drive up center field as he's able to get a single, a 2-out single here as Kyle Bauer started the inning with 2 strikeouts. Trevor Hoke is going to watch ball 4 as now we have a man on first and second. Jesse Clark up as he also watches ball 4, and now the bases are going to be loaded with Jarrett Shuey coming to the plate. Jarrett Shuey watching ball 4 as well, as that's going to walk home a run, and we have a tie ball game.
Got a lot of ducks out there.
Anthony Dumez saying to Hunter Crawford, a lot of ducks out there. Let's see if he can do something with it with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Hunter Crawford with the swing, high drive, left field. That ball is gone. A grand slam for Hunter Crawford as he drives it out to left field, and that is going to be the 5-run inning mercy rule, as now the Freedom are going to be leading 5-1 as we go into the top of the second. Jesse Clark back on the mound against Devin Mercado as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Now, Grayson White watching ball 4, and we're going to have a base runner on first. Kyle Bauer stepping to the plate as he hits a ground ball up the middle. Crawford grabs it, tries to flip it to second, too far wide, as that's going to be a single for Kyle. As now we have a man on first and second. Devin Mercado up to the plate as he hits a pop-up to the left side. Crawford's going to squeeze it for out number 2. And now Grayson White up to the plate as he watches ball 4, and that's going to load the bases. As now Kyle Bauer up to the plate as he watches ball 4, and that's going to walk home a run. The score is now going to be 2-5. Now Devin Mercado with an opportunity here with 2 outs and the bases loaded as he pops it up over the right side. Jesse not seeing that ball is now the bases. So, wait, Devin trying to advance, but there was a ghost runner. The bases should have been loaded, and he's just going to get tagged out for the 3rd out of the inning. He forgot there was a ghost runner occupying second base because the bases were loaded, and he just got tagged out by Shuey to end the top of the second. Now in the bottom of the second, Anthony Dumez watching ball 4 as we have a lead-off walk. Now Trevor Hoke up to the plate as he watches ball 4 as well, and now there's a man on first and second base to start off the second. Now Jesse Clark watching ball 4 as well. 3 straight walks here as now the bases are loaded. Jarrett Shuey up to the plate, and he watches ball 4, and that's going to walk home a run. The score is now 3-6. Hunter Crawford up to the plate as he watches ball 4, and that's going to be, 5 straight walks as another run's going to score. Anthony Dumez up to the place. He's going to watch ball 4. Yet another walk, as another run's going to score as well, and the bases are going to stay loaded. Trevor Hoke up to the plate as he watches ball 4. And yet another walk. Home a run. And now Jesse Clark up to the plate as he watches ball 4. And that is going to be the 5-run inning mercy rule. All walks, as no balls were hit in that inning. Grayson White then leading off the top of the third as he watches ball 4. A lot of walks going on. It's now Kyle Bauer up to the plate, another walk. Man, tons of walks in a row here. And now Devin stepping to the plate. Let's see if he can break the walk streak, as he does, as it's a ground ball over to the right side. Shuey's going to tag first, and they're going to call him out for the first out of the inning. Now Grayson White up as he hits a ground ball over the left side. Crawford's just going to tag third, but a run is going to score. Oh, wait. It wasn't a force at third, but he did peg Devin, so that was the second out there. So he got the out. As now Kyle Bauer's up, and he watches strike 3. And that's going to be the end of Game 1, as the Freedom are able to win 10-4 here in Game 1, as we're going to be heading into Game 2. Now Kyle Bauer leading off against Jarrett Shuey as he chops it back to the mound. Jarrett not going to be able to handle it, as now we have a man on first, a leadoff single. Grayson White up to the plate as he hits a ground ball back to Shuey. Shuey throws it to Crawford, not in time, as Kyle Bauer was trucking to second, as now we have a man on first and second. Devin Mercado up to the plate as he hits a ground ball to the right side, and that's in no man's land, and Kyle Bauer is going to be aggressive. Crawford throwing it home, and it's going to get past the backstop there, and it looks like only one run's going to score, as Grayson's going to go back to third base. As Kyle Bauer swinging and missing for the first out of the inning. Now Grayson White up as he hits a ground ball over the left side. Trevor throws it to Crawford. Unfortunately, no play, though, as Kyle Bauer stays at second, as a run does score. Devin Mercado up to the plate. Line drive over the right side. Kyle Bauer rounding third on his way home. Crawford throwing it over the third. That takes off, and Grayson's going to score, and it looks like Devin Mercado is going to end up at third base, with the score being 4-0 now here in the top of the first. Kyle Bauer watching ball 4 as now we have a man on first and third. Grayson White up as he hits a ground ball over the right side, and they're going to get the out at first, but it doesn't matter, as Devin's going to score the 5th run of the inning, and that 5-run inning mercy rule is going to apply as we're heading into the bottom of the first. Jarrett Shuey leading it off in the bottom of the first as he pops it up over the left side. Devin Mercado able to haul it in for the first out of the inning. Hunter Crawford up to the plate as he swings and misses. Strikeout for Kyle Bauer, as that's the second out here. Now, Anthony Dumez swinging and missing for strike 3, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Kyle Bauer. Very successful bottom of the first for the Slimes as we're heading into the top of the second. Now, ground ball over the left side. Shuey throws it to Crawford. Gets away. Devin's going to advance to second. Crawford throwing it away. And now Devin is going to end up at third base off of that little chopper that was hit back to the pitcher. And, well, I guess it's a leadoff single with a few errors there. As now, Kyle Bauer ripping it up the middle as Devin's going to score and Kyle's going to stay at first. As now the score is 6-0. Grayson White up to the plate as he hits a ground ball over the left side. Trevor throwing to Crawford, not in time, as Kyle yet again safe at second as he's able to beat it out. Devin Mercado up to the plate, pop up over the left side. Trevor not able to grab it as Kyle Bauer is going to go ahead and score on that error, as now the score is 7-0 with the man on first and second. Kyle Bauer line drive up the middle yet again as Crawford's going to run that in. Is he going to beat him? No, he doesn't. And he trips and falls, and he's all over the place, but he's going to keep the guys at first and second, but a run is going to score there. As now Grayson White back up to the plate as he hits a ground ball, gets past Trevor Hoke as he's not going to have a play, and Devin's going to be aggressive. Jarrett trying to throw that home, and he hits it off the backstop, and Kyle Bauer's going to advance to third, but it looks like Grayson White's going to stay at first base, so we have a man on first and third. And now Devin Mercado up, and he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Now Kyle Bauer up to the plate as he hits a pop-up deep, and Crawford not able to catch it, and they're going to actually stay on the bases. They're going to keep the bases loaded as now Grayson White's up, and he's going to swing and miss for the second out of the inning. Now, Devin Mercado up as he drives it high, deep, left center field. It hits off the base of the wall, and only one run's going to score there due to the 5-run inning mercy rule, as now we are going to be heading into the bottom of the second. The Slimes are currently winning 10-0, as we have Trevor Hoke watching strike 3 here to start the second inning. Jesse Clark up to the plate as he watches ball 4 with a 1-out walk. Now, Jared Shuey up to the plate as he hits it to the left side, gets past Devin Mercado, and we're going to have a man on first and second. Now, Hunter Crawford up to the plate as he hits a ground ball to the left side. Devin Mercado going to field it, and he's not going to have a play as the bases are now going to be loaded. Tony Dumez up to the plate as he hits it up to center field. Jesse Clark's going to score. Jared Shuey's going to score. Hunter Crawford's going to be aggressive and take third base as now we have a man on first and third. Trevor Hoke up to the plate as he watches strike 3, and that's the second out of the inning. Jesse Clark now up as he watches ball 4, and the bases are going to be loaded again with 2 outs. And now Jared Shuey up as he hits it up center field. That's going to get down, and the bases are going to be loaded, and 1 run's going to score, as now the score's 10-3. Hunter Crawford back up to the plate as he hits it line drive off the wall. Tony Dumez is going to score, and so is Jesse Clark, as that is going to Crawford's running all over the base paths. It looks like he was safe, but it doesn't matter because that's actually going to end up being the 5-run inning mercy rule here. So that base running aggression that Crawford was trying to do there kind of not worthwhile, as it doesn't matter as 5 runs scored. The score is 10-5. Hunter Crawford pitching as he's going to strike out Kyle Bauer for the first out of the 3rd inning. Now Grayson White stepping up to the plate as he watches strike 3 from a rise ball from Crawford for the second out.
Cut that out the clip.
As Grayson White says, cut that out the clip. He doesn't want people seeing that rise ball backwards K there. But Devin Mercado now stepping the plate as he hits a ball that just gets past that foul zone there, and that's going to be a single for Mercado. Now, Kyle Bauer up to the plate. He's going to hit one Oppo Taco action where no one's over there on the left side, and now we have a man on first and second. Grayson White up as he's going to hit a ground ball over the right side, and Trevor flipping to Crawford. Not in time, but let's take a slow-mo replay of that as we see Trevor flipping that to Crawford and a freeze frame there, and it looks like they tied. So when they tie, that means the tie goes to the runner. Now Devin Mercado stepping up with the bases loaded as a ground ball to Crawford. Crawford's going to sprint to third, and he's going to get the 3rd out of the inning. Now we're going to be heading to the bottom of the 3rd. This is the last opportunity for the Freedom as Tony Dumez swinging and foul tipping it into the strike zone for out number 1. Trevor Hoke up to the plate as he watches strike 3, and that's the second out of the inning. The Freedom up to their last out here as it's a floater in there for strike number 3, and the Slimes are going to win 10-5 as Jesse Clark not able to do anything with that little floater ball, as that's going to be the end of game 2, as now we're going to be heading into game 3. Now Kyle Bauer up to the plate as he watches ball 4, the lead off the 1st inning. Grayson White now up to the plate as he drives it high left field. That ball's gone. A 2-run home run here in the top of the 1st inning for Grayson White as he gets the Slimes on the board early here in game 3.
Grayson. What the heck? No, you can.
Now Devin Mercado getting his first opportunity in game 3 as he watches ball 4. Man on first base. Kyle Bauer up to the plate again as he watches ball 4 as well. Man on first and second now.
Over there.
Grayson White up to the plate as he hits a ground ball to the left side. Crawford's going to grab it. He's going to peg Devin Mercado for the first out of the inning. Now Devin Mercado up again as he drives it to right field. Shuey's going to catch it for the second out of the inning. Now, Kyle Bauer up to the plate here as he hits it. Oppo, and that's going to be gone. A 3-run home run for Kyle Bauer as he puts the Slimes up 5-0 here as the inning mercy rule is going to apply, and we're going to be heading into the bottom of the first.
Trying to do that hasn't happened before.
Now, Jared Shuey up to the plate, leading off in the bottom of the first as he hits a ground ball to the right side, and he's going to sprint it out as he's safe at first base, but that's going to get out of play, and he's going to end up on second. Crawford now up as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Now, Tony Dumez up as he watches strike 3, and that's the second out of the bottom of the first. Kyle Bauer still dealing here. Now, Trevor Hoke up to the plate as he swings and misses for strike 3, and that's going to be the third out of the top of the first. Kyle Bauer, pretty dominant first inning here for him in Game 3. As now we're heading into the top of the second, Grayson White hits a pop-up to center field, and Crawford's going to catch that for the first out of the top of the second. Now, Devin Mercado up to the plate as he swings and misses for the second out of the inning. Now, Kyle Bauer hits it to center field, and that ball is gone. I didn't think it was going to get out, actually, but there it was. A solo shot for Kyle Bauer as he's able to add some insurance to the Slimes, as now the score is 6-0 here as he hits a 2-out home run. Grayson White up to the plate as he drives it left center field. That ball's gone. A solo home run for Grayson White as the Slimes go back-to-back home runs here, as now the score is 7-0. Devin Mercado up to the plate as he hits it to right center field as Shuey falls, trying to get to that ball, but I don't think he was going to get there anyways. Kyle Bauer hitting this ball to left center field off of one of the posts as Shuey now has the ball. He's going to peg Devin in the shoe. Shuey says, meet shoe, ball. Shuey, shoe, shoe. For the third out of the inning, as now it's the bottom of the second, and that's going to be ball 4 to lead off the inning. Jesse Clark with the walk. And now Jared Shuey up to the plate as he pops it up. Grayson, diving play. Great play by Grayson here for the first out of the bottom of the second. Hunter Crawford up to the plate as he watches ball 4. Now we have a man on first and second. Now Tony Dumez up as he's going to watch strike 3, and that's going to be the second out of the bottom of the second. Trevor Hoke up as he watches strike 3, and that's going to be the third out of the inning. Kyle Bauer here continuing to dominate as the Freedom have yet to score a run here in Game 3. And starting in the mound in the top of the third is going to be Anthony Dumez as he faces against Grayson White. As Grayson pops it up, Hunter Crawford able to secure it for the first out of the top of the third. Devin Mercado up now as he swings, ground ball over the right side. Shuey sliding. That was a nice slide by Shuey to stop the ball from going any farther. As now there's a man on first. Kyle Bauer hitting it up the middle as Crawford's not going to have a play. And now man on first and second. Grayson White up to the plate as he watches ball 4, and the bases are going to be loaded now. Devin Mercado up to the plate here with 1 out as he watches ball 4, and the Slimes' lead is just going to continue to grow as the score is now 8-0 with the bases still loaded. As now Kyle Bauer ground ball back to Dumez. Dumez tries to peg Kyle, and he does, and they're going to call him out there for the second out of the inning, but we're going to watch an instant replay here as in this freeze frame, you can see Kyle's on the bag, and the ball did not hit him in time, but the call on the field is going to be out as Grayson White's up now, and he watches ball 4, and now the bases are going to be loaded again. Now, Devin Mercado up as he hits a ground ball back to Dumez. Dumez not able to handle it as Kyle Bauer is going to score, and the bases are going to stay loaded. Kyle Bauer up to the plate as he swings and misses for strike 3, and now we're going to be heading to the bottom of the third. The Freedom are going to need 10 runs to tie it, 11 to win, so let's see if they can do it as Jesse Clark watching ball 4 with a leadoff walk here in the bottom of the third. Jarrett Shuey now as he hits a ground ball over the right side, and Devin Mercado is going to peg Jesse on his way to second for the first out of the inning. Hunter Crawford up as he drives it high left field. That ball's gone. A 2-run home run for Hunter Crawford, as now that ends the shutout for the Slimes as the Freedom are now on the board. And Hunter Crawford fell there rounding third base, but he seems to be okay, as now the score is 10-2 with Anthony Dumez coming to the plate here with 1 out. As he drives it right center field, that ball's gone. Back-to-back home run for the Freedom, as Tony Dumez able to drive a solo home run out of there, as now the score is 10-3 with them slowly chipping away at the lead here. As now Trevor Hoke stepping to the plate as he's going to drive it left field. That ball's gone. Back-to-back home runs for the Freedom here, as now the score is 10-4 as they continue to chip away at the huge lead that the Slimes have. But they still have a lot of work to do here, as they are still down by 6 runs. Jesse Clark up to the plate as he watches ball 4, and now we have a man on first. Jarrett Shuey stepping to the plate. High drive right field. That ball's gone. Jarrett Shuey driving one out of the park, as now that is the 4th home run here in this inning, as the score is now 10-6, as the Freedom are now making this doable to make this comeback. Now Crawford up to the plate, pop-up center field. Kyle Bauer on his way there, goes between his hands and he falls, and Crawford's going to be safe at first. Tony Dumez now up to the plate as he pops it up over the left side. No one's there though, and that's going to be a man on first and second. Now Trevor Hoke up to the plate as he watches ball 4, and the bases are going to be loaded. Now Jesse Clark up to the plate as he watches ball 4, and now the score is going to be 10-7. The Freedom are 3 away, as Devin Mercado now coming in to pitch, as Jarrett Shuey's going to watch ball 4. Hunter Crawford now up to the plate, and he's going to watch ball 4, and another run's going to score, as the score is now 10-9. Tony Dumez up to the plate as he watches ball 4. Tie ball game 10-10, as the Freedom are 1 away here from walking it off, as Trevor Hoke ground ball up the middle. Kyle not going to have a play, and they're going to win it. The Freedom win 11-10. Now you might be a little confused. Why are they still playing? Well, these last 2 at-bats, we miscounted the amount of runs during the game, but the actual score was supposed to be 11-10. So the good thing is it didn't affect anything. The score that we had was 11-12, but instead it's going to be 11-10. So those last 2 at-bats don't count. But anyways, the Freedom win game 3 here either way. And that's going to be the end of today's matchup. Just to recap, the Freedom won game 1 and 3, and the Hershey Slimes won game 2. And with that being said, that is going to be the end of this series. So thank you for tuning in, and we hope to see you around next time.